What up, boys? With CR here to bring you yet another history video, and I have a doozy of a character to tell you all about. If you play video games or fighting games, you've probably seen him at least once around the block, and finally learning more about how messed up this family is has been pretty wild. From getting thrown off a cliff by his father, to throwing his father off the same cliff, and later getting thrown off a cliff again and into a volcano by his father. This is the history of Kazuya Mishima. How he was created. Kazuya Mishima was created by both Seiichi Ishii and Takuji Kawano, with characterization by Katsuhiro Harada for the first Tekken game in 1994. His appearance was inspired after author Yukio Mishima, whose family name they also gave to the character. Harada created Kazuya in opposition to Heihachi due to Kazuya becoming corrupted and having a pure dark side, while Heihachi has more of a human dark side. Originally, he was the protagonist of the first game, but he immediately became an antagonist in the second game as his focus on power began. In his character profile in the first game, it shows that his goals were actually not as virtuous. Apparently, along with wanting to end Heihachi, he also wanted to use his fortune for world domination. Kazuya's look. Kazuya has been able to keep his iconic look of white pants, red gloves, and spiky hair from 1994 to 2015, with 2015's Tekken 7 finally giving him a new main look. This consisted of him wearing a long trench coat and a suit. The left eye glowing red bit started in Tekken 4 after the end of his story, where he ended up fully merging with Devil. Personality. Seemingly right from the get-go, Heihachi abused Kazuya. He deemed this necessary in order to make sure that Kazuya would be able to take over the Mishima Zaibatsu that he stole from his father. This culminated in Heihachi throwing Kazuya off a cliff at the young age of 5, awakening his devil genes inherited from his mother Kazumi and sealing the cycle of revenge that this family would bring upon the world. This goal consumed Kazuya, whose secondary plan of world domination was fueled by the devil inside of him. Unlike his father, and after his eventual takeover, he ran the Zaibatsu mostly from the shadows, with speculated relation to his devil form, which he wished to remain secret. Weirder though, is that he takes the opposite approach when it comes to fighting his father, which he prefers to do face to face and hand to hand. He did end up possibly having strong feelings for one other person though, Jun Kazuma, even ending up having a son, Jin Kazuma, with her, which is still unknown how they accomplished this, before he died by being thrown into a volcano by his dad. Not much came with this though, as Kazuya is presumed dead and not playable in Tekken 3, while Jin also assumes his mother is killed after seeing her get attacked by Ogre. Abilities. Kazuya fights with many of the same moves that Heihachi uses, due to having trained in the same fighting style, which is known as Mishima-style fighting karate. This is based on Shotokan-style karate. Kazuya is also described as one of the most simplistic characters in the series, but since Tekken Tag Tournament 2, however, he has gained the ability to transform into Devil Kazuya, who can fly and shoot laser beams. That being said, he's still better suited to being used as a defensive character who can provide pretty devastating punishments from his powerful attacks. Games he's been in. His first outing is with Tekken for PS1 in 1994. This was followed by Tekken 2 for PS1 in 1995, Tekken 4 for PS2 in 2001, Tekken 5 for PS2 in 2004, Tekken 6 for PS3, PSP, and Xbox 360 in 2011, and Tekken 7 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC in 2015. His spin-off appearances are in Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken 3D, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Tekken Resolute, Tekken Card Tournament, Tekken Revolution, and Tekken Mobile. Other games he ended up in are Namco Cross Capcom, Street Fighter Cross Capcom, Full Boko Heroes Cross, Galaga Tekken Edition, Project Cross Zone 2, The King of Fighters All-Star, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Voice actors. Kazuya has had 5 Japanese VAs and 4 English VAs throughout the many games he's appeared. His first Japanese VA for Tekken 1 to Tag Tournament 1 was Joji Nakado. With other characters he's been are Vulcan in Escaflown, Great King Bakaus in Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, and Sir Cowler in the Supernova Flashman. His Japanese VA for Tekken 4 all the way to Tekken 7 is Masanori Shinohara. For Tekken the Motion Picture, his Japanese VA was Kazuhiro Yamaji. His other roles have been Seiso in Ghost in the Shell, Hiroshi in Recon Bengoshi, and Kei in Kamen Rider Blade. This role was partially shared through Minami Takayama, who voiced Child Kazuya in the movie. She also voiced Kiki in Kiki's Delivery Service, Axie in Mega Man X7, and Dilandu in Escaflown. His final Japanese VA also voiced Child Kazuya, but in the games in Tekken 5 through 7 with Ryoko Shiraishi. Some of her roles have been Cleon in Kishiru Sentai Real Soldier, Chocho in Boruto, and Hayate in Hayate the Combat Butler. His first English VA was for the motion picture, being Adam Dudley, with some characters he's voiced being Jill in Lost Universe, Randall in Pumpkin Scissors, and Seiji in New Fist of the North Star. Again, this role was shared with Jacob Franchek, who voiced Child Kazuya in the movie. Kyle Herbert then voiced him in another movie, Blood Vengeance. Some characters he realized are Gohan throughout the Dragon Ball series, Keiichi in Initial D, and Vato in Full Metal Alchemist. His final VA was Jordan Byrne in Street Fighter Cross Capcom, also voicing Jack X in the same game. Extra info. Kazuya's Devil Half was created due to a request for more unrealistic characters by Bandai Namco, being said to be based off of Go Nagai's manga called Devilman. He was only removed as a singular character in Tekken 4 because of Kazuya's merge with it. The people who provided motion capture work for the character are Ryu Narushima for the games, Noriyuki Asada for Blood Vengeance, and Masaki Onishi for stunts in Blood Vengeance. Some other actors who've been portrayed by are Ian Anthony Dale in the Tekken film, Kathy Abri in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 live-action short film, and Kane Kusugi in Tekken 2 Kazuya's Revenge. One of Kazuya's passions, even when he was a kid, is collecting sneakers. I think there's definitely room to feel bad for Kazuya due to his upbringing, and his continuation for his evil deeds is partially because he has a literal devil inside him, but I think he still made a lot of decisions that hurt people in the long run on his own in his quest, so whatever happens to Kazuya in the end probably won't be sunshine and rainbows, most definitely being earned at this point, but will Jin end the family lineage, or will it be something we don't yet know of? Either way, I hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.